So hey, we're here in north central Arkansas, and this is a killer 50-acre tract. And one thing that I want to talk to you about today is the opportunity, no matter where you are, to maximize your dollars and to capitalize on an investment, right? You hear a lot about return on investment, and in some areas of the country, specifically here in north central Arkansas, we don't have the opportunity for row crop ground, CRP. There's not a lot of opportunity for leases, and so some buyers might look at stuff and say, how can I make this land pay for it, right? How can I make some money off of the purchase? And this is a prime example. So this really cool piece, we've had somebody that bought this piece with the intention to sell it and put some money in the pocket, right? So how do you do that when it's just 50 acres of timber? Well, on this particular tract, there's a cabin, and this timber acreage was really rough. So when we got here, it was kind of like a cesspool, right? Like the road was super rough. It was really hard to get in here. What you see behind me right now did not exist. I mean, it was so thick you could barely walk through here. And so I met with the seller, and this is a particular seller that I know, and he's done very well with this. And what we've done is I've said, listen, how can we turn this into something that's more usable for somebody? So what he did is he looked at the numbers and he said, hey, I can come in here, I can clean this up, I can bring in some equipment, and we can take this cabin and try to turn it into something. So that's an opportunity, whether it has a cabin or not, right, where you go in and make some improvements. And I'm not talking necessarily just the typical things that you hear about, right? Which is like food plots and deer stands. I'm talking even just access. So they've done an incredible job building a new road in here. And then throughout the timber that you'll see here in just a second, they've done a great job of making it usable and accessible. And this timber, there's great timber value here, but they've also made it, they've cut some trails through it, they've made it huntable. You can see through it now, and it just is very appealing to a buyer. So that's what we're gonna take a look at as we head down towards this cabin. And as we walk through here, you're gonna notice so one thing you can do, you can utilize what God has given you in the dirt, right? And so here in this part of the country, we're blessed with rock, and we have a lot of it. And as you can see, this chunk rock, we built a retaining wall. There's another retaining wall we're locked. So we didn't have to bring in any additional materials. Literally, they just came in. The guy doing all the dirt work here came in and he put all of this stuff into place. So there was already a rock wall here that was kind of native bluff. And so he literally took rock, as you can see right up here, and stacked it up. So now we have this awesome circle drive that comes around and it gets us right to the front of this cabin. So no additional cost there other than labor. And let me tell you something, this is not for the faint of heart, right? It's everything's what you make of it. This thing was like, when we opened the door, I thought, oh, where's the dead body, right? Like, I mean, it was really rough. So if you saw the before and after, you wouldn't even recognize this, but this is a super simple little cabin. And it's still dirty, and we're in the beginning stages of this. So this is something that they're gonna be able to come in and they're gonna refinish the floors. They're gonna do some light paneling work on it. They're doing a few new lights in here. They're getting insulation put in, putting a new stool in the bathroom, new sink in the kitchen, and just gonna slick it up and make it where this is definitely something you could come like on a hunt trip, maybe bring your kids, bring your wife, something like that. So they're just utilizing what's here. And again, it doesn't have to have a cabin. This is just something that there was a squatter, right? And it was nasty, and the previous seller didn't want to deal with it. So this guy bought it and is putting in the money for the investment, and it's going to make him a lot of money.